Okay, right, Melina. Now I have the first of a couple of if we get to the second game, great. But this is the main one that I like: name association. And
Oh,
I'm essentially going to give you a sentence, and you tell me the first name that comes to your mind that matches that description that I give you. First one is funniest person in the locker room.
what is Santino?
See, that's a good sign when you just say their name and laugh, so you know they're funny. Next one is last man standing at the bar. I don't know if you're a big drinker back in the day or if you know this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I go off of the last memories and Mike Knox.
Yeah, okay.
He's always, I just like picture him. I picture them and be like, "Hey." I'm like, where's my phone? And
Uh,
he's like, right here. Right here.
Next one is because normally when I talk it's guys I interview, so I'm going to do the opposite for you. The best looking male wrestler in real life.
Well, I kind of that's my perception of things. Everybody's gonna hate it, but I'm surrounded by a lot of good-looking dudes, and then plus they all act like my brothers. So it's kind of like I that kind of takes away like okay, they look good, but then they act like my brother.
Yeah, they're like farting in your face, that kind of thing.
Away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, they all look good, but
Okay,
they're all
well, I'll give
brothers.
you the one. I'll give you the one I asked the guys. Then the most beautiful lady in real life, not on television.
Oh my goodness. Well, now I'm thinking like, well, all the girls are beautiful. Like, who are the girls?
I'm asking you to be not diplomatic, but you're welcome to be
I
diplomatic, and
love
I'll
them
move on.
all.
I'll
There's a lot of hot girls.
I'll move on. I'll move on. I'll move on. This is this more serious one. Biggest bully.
Biggest bully. I am the worst. You're gonna hate me. Um, I mean, pass.
Go. We're not getting many here.
Gonna give
Okay.
me heat.
Biggest
I
ribber.
already got enough of
Go on.
it.
Best ribber. Biggest ribber.
Oh my gosh, for me it was always Joey because Joey was always ripping me.
Hmm.
Oh,
Any good ones? Any good ribs?
well, like knocking on my own hotel door and having water thrown in my face.
Right.
Joey, good one.
That's a good one. Smelliest wrestler.
I would say Eminem for the fact that like those coats, whenever they'd sweat in it, because they need to wash it, dang nabbit, more often every week, you guys. Just like your knee pads every week.
Was it also the
Oh,
same because we were wearing like all the oil on the bodies as well, and that would transfer into the coats?
and that because it's like summer, some places it's like summertime, they're wearing coats, they're sweating in it. So they take off their coats and they wrap me in it.
Right.
Evil, evil.
Best and worst celebrities you met through WWE. So like it could have been like celebrity GMs or something like that.
It's terrible. I usually pass by and just go straight to the ring and back. But everybody's been nice to me. It's so weird. It's like everybody's been nice to me, but in wrestling, that was like a different thing. But everybody who came in, I was like, oh, you're so nice. But maybe because they're guests, I don't know. But everybody's been nice to me.
No one has an answer for this, so you probably won't. Well, quite a few people do, but most don't. Biggest stooge for the dirt sheets.
Oh God, I stayed out of all that
I'll
stuff.
move on then. I'll move on.
Oh,
Most.
I'm the person you've had here, huh?
No, no, no. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. There's plenty. Don't worry. Most in trouble with the office.
Not with the office, but I don't know. Again, I stay out of all this stuff.
Okay, well, here's one you will know. Stiffest.
Jillian,
Really?
those forearms will get you. I love them though. I love them, Jillian. You could go ahead and stiff me anytime. I don't care.
That's the spirit.
Which she did. I'd have black eyes from her. I'm like, thank you.
Well, at least you knew. At least you earned your money then. This is sort of like a spin-off of that: the clumsiest or the lady wrestler with two left feet.
My goodness. I would think me, but then I remember Melina always saying that she was, but I never saw her like fall or anything. So usually I'm the one because I fell off the entrance on pay-per-view.
Oh, did you?
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
So it's not that I have two left feet. It's just like I don't pay attention.
Next one is the nicest person in wrestling.
Oh, who's the most huggable? For me, it's Alicia Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, she's huggable. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Biggest pothead.
Oh, the first thing I think of is Snoop, but RVD.
Yeah, yeah. Fine answer. RVD, Sabu, the usual ones. Um,
The RVD.
the your favourite match stipulation to work.
My goodness. All I can remember is, well, God, it's like I love the Falls Count Anywhere, but I wish I could take the I Quit match and then do another, like a reboot of it or something, like something more, something else, something where, we're not told that what we can and cannot do.
Mm. Most memorable thing you ever saw happen on an aeroplane.
On it, oh, I guess for me, one of the things I love a lot was I thought it was like the saddest thing. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm flying on a plane on the 4th of July. Like, this sucks. And I looked out the window and to see all the fireworks, they're so tiny. But when you see all of them just start exploding every which way, it's kind of like, it's not happening at the same time, but it is. And then at all different times as well. Like, it's nonstop fireworks just setting off out in the distance. And it's such a gorgeous look that I always wanted to go back on 4th of July to go see the sky as all the fireworks start shooting off.
This is quite similar. Most memorable thing that you saw happen in a bar.
Oh my goodness. It, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll move on.
I was drinking too.
You've seen two of everything. You should have known.
Every time we go to the bar is always a good time. Like,
biggest Debbie Downer in the locker room. Always had like an Eeyore the donkey face. Never cheered up.
it was probably me too.
Oh, good. Go on. Well, let's leave you out of this one. Anyone else?
I can't remember because I never paid attention to stuff. I just like focused on my own thing. I can't, and everybody seems to be having a great time. Can't recall anybody having a donkey phase.
Okay, I'll move on. Most talented
I
women's
can't
wrestler.
remember.
Most
Huh?
talented women's wrestler you ever wrestled.
Oh man, it's this thing where it's like you want me. I have to pick one.
Oh yeah. Well, you
You're
can give us a top
off.
three if you like.
Maybe I think maybe Gail Kim. Gail Kim. Like I wish I had more matches with her. She had a creative brain and like a great mind for wrestling, and also can actually execute the moves. Like she was fast and nimble. And I love her mind for wrestling. And I know there's other people, so everybody don't get mad at me. I love you. You're great too. I get put on the spot. You know how I get.
I know, but that's you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Favorite country to work in.
Oh my goodness. The UK.
Stop it.
But
I mean, it
it's
could
true.
be.
It's true though. It's like the UK, Canada, Puerto Rico. It's because these countries, like we don't ever go to, like WWE doesn't go there often. The United States, it's like we're here at least twice, like in each city twice a year at least. So it's people are used to it here. So it's like they're loud, they're vibrant, but not to the extent of like when we go overseas and insane. It's such oh to take in that the sound of it all and that energy. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And Italy too. Like, oh my goodness. It's just you guys are so appreciative and it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it.
Definitely. Well, the 12-hour flights make it worth it.
TV. Walk around, watch TV, take a little nap.
Oh, right, so you can sleep on planes and I can't. I've said this before, my longest flight ever was 26 hours. Couldn't get a wink of sleep on it.
Oh, what I do is I always have to get a window. And it's not that I really get sleep. It's just at least I could like lean against the wall and then just close my eyes. Because at least that's something. I'm a stomach sleeper, so I can't really sleep.
You see, for me, it's drugs and alcohol, and for some reason that doesn't work. So anymore, I think I'm immune to it now. I've only got a couple more, then we'll move on. Best travel companion.
Oh, well, what comes to mind is Zelina. So, she for me before she got into the WWE, she was my best travel companion. I miss her so much. Now that she's time.
Worst driver.
Jillian.
Stiffest worst driver. Got you.
He tells me she's the best. I'm like, Jillian, you scare the crap out of me.
See, a lot of people have got this answer: is loudest spot caller.
Oh my goodness. No, we don't have that. If anything, everybody's like undershooting, where it's like, what? Huh? What did you say?
So you were never in a match with John Cena then?
Is he? The people say he is?
Everyone says John Cena.
What kills me is when I see it on screen and you could see them like actually like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, why'd you do that?
I'm going to give you one more. Most memorable backstage fight, if there ever was one that you saw.
Like a real one?
Yeah.
They're not the ones I like to see. I guess like I remember there was a what was it? I think it was an overseas trip and they were trying to it was like a wrestler's court type of deal and they were trying to get I forgot it was one of the tag teams. They were trying to get them to fight each other until it finally happened and then there was blood drawn and I was like, oh my god, what the hell is going on here? And that's the one of the fights that I remember. I can't remember. So much crazy happened. But it was one of those things where it's like, why am I witnessing people trying to make other people fight against their will? And they just want to go to sleep. Like it was the most insane thing. I remember we had to get the doctor to sew up stitches on a person's face because of it. And I was like, oh my God, what are we doing here? And I'm just sitting here watching. Like I felt like such a douchey person. Like I can't do anything. I want to stop it. I want to help, but I can't.
What year was this? I'm trying to think what tag team it could have been.
I want to say it was after Eminem. So it was just me and John, I think, on Raw.
So that would have been what, 2006 or 7 or something? Damn.
I think 6 or 7, yeah. That doesn't narrow it down to...
It narrows it down a bit. I'm trying to think what tag teams there, like London and Kendrick or something?
No. Oh, not that it would make a difference. Nobody should have to go through that. But no. I was like, but I love Brian, so I'm like, no, I never want to go through that.
Well, there you go, fans. So someone's if you can figure out who that was, please send it in because I'd love to know who it was as well.